for money.
Jungle Beats, holla at him.
I'm mob with them hoes. Ayo, make a Christ gang, holla at the pole. You ready for that life change? You can start freshman. Welcome to the 9th grade. Watch what grown. Tell that boy Christ reigns, real to the bone. God over money took a million stones, and we still putting on. Speak life to him, though I kill what I'm on. Some are distant, but the realest ones to feel what I'm on. I never let a hater.
Hi, and thank you for tuning in to another section of Jeff the Master Barber. Today we're going to be using the Baby Bliss Pro, the FX, the 673. We're going to be doing a Frohawk with a #1 on the side with a taper. We're going to start using the #2. And yeah, we're going to start in that level right there. And it's going to be semi-big strokes when you start doing the fade, the fading. And also keep in mind, when you go up, like right at the inner top, make sure you kind of lift it up, so like the C motion, like I always call it. But yet I haven't been making a lot of tutorials lately because I've been busy between work, summer. Everybody like to get a haircut more often on the summer. Not only that, but my mobile barber shop, I'm building it. I'm doing that. Also building the web page, so I could give you guys the latest news and the places where you could get all the tools that I get. And between all that and the family and all that, it's taking me a lot of time. And the tutorials, believe it or not, they really it takes a lot of time. It may look easy, but it ain't, because I gotta cut hair, record. I have to do the recording, then I have to edit it, then I have to speak over it, and so it takes time. And but I still do. I'm gonna be doing. Try my best to do at least two tutorials on Tuesdays, Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm just gonna be doing the live video. See that area right there? We're gonna shave it. Then Friday and Saturday I'm not gonna be doing nothing. I'm gonna stay off from the internet. And then Sunday I'm gonna do a consultation, which I'm gonna have on my web page. If you're interested, I'm gonna have consultation, private consultation through FaceTime. And then Mondays I'm gonna do reviews of the machines. So that's gonna be the schedule. Also, I'm gonna be doing it in English and in Spanish, the tutorials, so that way everybody knows. Now, what I'm saying here is that the hair grows in a certain way, so always grab it. Like if that hair goes that way, we go that way. Now we're gonna continue on this side. We're gonna close it, because when we were doing the other part right there, it was a little long, so we did 2.5. But right now we go back to 2 and notice, like I said, is big strokes. We keep those big stroke, and yeah, just keep doing that right there. And it's easy. This machine is, I already have it for 3 weeks, almost a month, and to me it feels like the Senior, the 5-star, but without a cable. The Magic Clip I still use is one of my favorite machines. With cable or no cable, one of my favorite machines right now at the moment. We're gonna use the 1.5, which is the 316, but it's 1.5, and we're gonna go a little lower in that section right there. And but yeah, the Magic Clip, what makes us so good and special is the teeth. It has the crunch teeth technology. It has like more teeth, small and big ones, and it's so sharp. So it's easy, really easy to fade in with it, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be doing that section right there with the 1.5. The guard itself, it says it's 1.5, but also in the left corner it says 316. But yeah, this believe it or not, people ask me what's the difference. It's simple. The more levels, the more better blend, the more better blend in is gonna come out. And this that's the trick. So you don't have to go from 2 to 1.8 and a half, 1.8 and a half. That's a big chunk that is separate. So you could now touch that gap with that one. Now we're gonna go in the back. We're gonna keep it right there. Notice also, see, it's closed. Notice that we're doing smaller stroke, but and as we go lower and lower, the smaller is gonna become the stroke. And notice that I go now from left to right, like I did 1, 2, 3, and this is a 3, third one, 4, going back, and then 5, right? Then I go back 6 and brush, and I go back 7, and then I go back 8, 9. So what I'm saying is you have to do is just a lot of stroke in the same place. Some people just do 1, 2, 3, whatever. But me, I like to go over and over and over and over. And here, like his hair is really thick, and so it's like you have to pass it a lot in order to see the good results. Yeah. So far, like I said, this this is the 1.8. What I was saying earlier. So if you go from 2 to 1.8. And lifting the lever, see, I closed the lever right there, and the camera is a little blurry, so I noticed, so I didn't record that part. I edited it, but I'll show you the hair. So yeah, from going to 2 to 1.8 without, it's a big gap. So it's good that you have the wide guard, the 1.5, so it makes the good transition right there. Notice still small stroke. Notice too the flick on the wrist. What I like about this machine, like I said over and over before in the other videos, is they give you the freedom to get like a nice flow to it, like a nice the C motion, like a flicking it real nice without the cable and being in the back. Always also to remember, use the brush. The brush help to really put the hair in place after it's been cut. Now we're gonna go in that section right there. If you notice too, I'm using the glove. It's not to look good or anything like that. It's because I do work with a lot of hair, doing a lot of haircuts, and lately I've been getting a lot of hair splinters, hair getting stuck, and even though I clean my hands after every hair, it still gets stuck, and those are, everybody that knows, those are painful, and it could get infected your hand. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm using the gloves for that reason, in case if you're wondering. But yeah, pretty much I use what I'm showing here, like when you're using the corners, use the corner like in this, for example. Hold on a second. Right here, keep doing the strokes. I keep doing the strokes, and so yeah, you gotta keep passing it over and over and over. Right there, and then with the corners of the see, I close it right there, and I go even lower now. So now I could do a little bigger stroke, but the opposite way. You know what I mean? But as I keep going up, I cannot. You know what I mean? I just make sure that I only take what my eyes see, the shadows and the dark spot. And what I was saying, the corners of the clippers, I use them pretty much just to get, instead of see that corner, I use it for that corner right there, for that. See that area right there? I use the corner, and then right that corner for like that where I point right there. Now we're gonna open it. That's the 1.8 and a half, and we're gonna use that corner to get that little part right there. We don't need the whole blade right there though. But then after that. Just keep going like right there. You see what I'm saying? Like that, not too high. And see the corner. I always use that little corner of the clipper to get certain spot that I see. Then close the level little by little. You see that area right there? You see that shadow right there? You see the corner? See? That's the thing. Your eyes have to dictate you. Well, the hair, some hairs, they're gonna be darker than all, and it's gonna dictate your eyes. Look, I'm here. Could you take me? Basically, is what the way, the analogy that I see that I could say. And basically, when you go lower, then you close the level completely to 1. And then just because you finish passing and there's no more hair, doesn't mean it's done. You still gotta pass it. See, use that corner and with the closed level to get those corner. You see how I hold it with the other hand, the finger, the ear, so that way it's not in the way, and that way I could do all that. Look, that right there, you see that shadow? It went away, and you see how much cleaner it's looking. And now we're gonna use the magic clip with no guards, and we're gonna close it. It's gonna be like half. So we're gonna go from that area, and we're gonna stay right there, right? We're gonna use the corners again, just to get only a few things here and there. And then when you go lower, you keep it the same. Then you go the level a little lower, and then you keep in that area right there again. You see what I'm saying? So right there. Then you step back. When you step back, it's gonna dictate you that area right there. It looked like a little lower. So now I'm closing it even a lot to match it up. That spot that it was there. See how it's gone? See how is basically gone? So now brush it, then open the lever and use the corner. Remember, open the lever and go right there. That area right there. You see what I'm saying? Right there. And yeah, it just pretty much the trick is on the level, not only on the level, but also switching the guards, and also the strokes. The lower you go, smaller the stroke. The bigger that you are at top, the bigger the stroke. Right now we're doing the bottom part, and it's like I said, a little taper if you want to call it, but it's not a real tight one because we're gonna make a lineup. See, that hair goes up, so I'm going down the other opposite way. But now it's back to keep fading, open it, keep going there. See what I'm saying? So that's that. Now I open the level, and we're gonna do what we did in the other side. Just pretty much use the corner. You see how I'm using the corner just to go safely. You're gonna go from low to point, like an angle, but to do the taper, and then close the level a little bit more. The client is actually falling asleep. Look, whoop, he fall asleep. It's the clients that come from work tired and whatnot, and I don't blame them. If you're the type of person that you sit in the chair and they like the buzz of the machine, it puts you to sleep. This is the Andy Slimline, one of my favorite trimmers, cordless. And I'm gonna do just the shape. I did it, but it was blurry, so I didn't want to put that part because it was too blurry. But I'm gonna show you right now here. See, when you do the shaper, it's just simple. Just always use the other hand to hold the ear, so that way, and then you don't have to press it so hard. I believe that if you press it too hard, it will not cut. I mean, it will cut, but it will not cut the way that it will show up. The simple to the touch, and just keep going out, and make sure just stay the much outside as you can. Then once you go finish that side, you go to the other side and repeat the cycle. The other side I didn't because it was blurry and I didn't record it, but here I could show you. See, look, all it is pretty much, look at how sharp, and I don't even have a zero gap. The machine is pretty much enough so that way it could clean. Notice how I point the point again. The reason why I like with the corners, especially the TY corners, is because I could use it. You could get those uncomfortable parts. You could get around those edges that are uncomfortable. So once again, you get that corner and touch that part right there, which it would have been comfortable if you would not have it. And then the other corner to get that part right there. Then the blade straight when you're going open completely straight, and then go all the way down. All the way down. Just keep going all the way down. And yeah, just please don't zero gap it, because if you zero gap it, you're gonna irritate the skin and probably cut them. So if you want to get back, like right now in the back here, especially that the hair's shorter, it's not gonna grab it that much. Especially my machine, it's not zero gap, but at least it's gonna take enough of the hairs that are long. So later on, when I put the shaving cream, I go with the razor blade, and I'm gonna get a defined, better look of the shape up. And you will see what I'm trying to say. But right now, I gotta not to cut that much, but that he will not have no red skin, or he will not be irritated. Right now, we're going with the scissors over comb, and we're gonna take that section. First thing that you do is brush down that much, and you're gonna see that shadow right there, and we're gonna take all that chunk. From the Frohawk, the way that he likes it to go not too short on the sides, but shorter than the middle. The middle, he likes it a little longer, and he don't like tight fade or anything like that. He likes it somewhat classic look, so that's why we went with a number one, a number two on the side, to a number one, to a taper. But yeah, this is how I use the technique. I could easily go two with the guards, but I'd rather go with the scissors, because I just grab enough what I need, and I have a better control of the hair that I want to take. So keep going. Always get a pair of combs that I really like a gray. This light, you'll be able to see what are you grabbing, and just go over and over until you see that there's no shadow. Same thing in the back. That area right there, that's what we're gonna get. And you see those big teeth, and you see the scissors be right even with the combs, and that's what you want. Another thing, see, and this side is the same thing. Brush, and you see the shadow right there. That's what we're gonna eliminate. Easily, I could have done it once again with the guard, but I do it with the scissors because I get better control and I get enough of what I want. And everybody got different ways. My ways is not the only way, and your way is not the only way. It's many different ways. It's whatever you feel comfortable. So you're gonna see other barbers doing a different technique, and that's okay. It's just as long that you feel comfortable, as long the client likes it, as long the haircut come out nice. That's what it is. Look, I'm gonna show you why. Look, when you pick it up, you should see that much, and that much is what should go. See? So now that's how I lift it up, and that's how much I take it out. And you notice how the scissor is straight with the cones. See? And then the lower you go, right there, you get those hair. Make sure, be careful when you passing around the ears. You don't chop his ear. It sounds funny, but it ain't funny. But be careful. This with the combs. Yeah, you may pass it, you may touch it, but it's the comb, not the scissors. Yeah, there's gonna be one spot there that was dark, and you see that it took that shadow right away. With the guard, to me, if I would have used the guard, it would have go a lot shorter and it would take more hair. At this point, I already wet his hair with water, just regular water. I saturated it with a lot of water, and his hair is so thick that it takes a lot of water. So we're gonna go by section. That's 2 section, 3 section in the middle, 4 section, and 5 section. So we're gonna start that section right there, and we're gonna take that chunk, and we're gonna go more shorter in the first section. And then in the second section, we're gonna go less shorter, and then in the middle, just only a tiny bit, like less than half an inch. But the first section is like almost an inch, so it's by level, so that way it create the Frohawk. See, right now we working in the 4th section, which is not in the middle, but right there. And then if it's in the middle, you know not to go too short. And pretty much we go styling with the scissors at top, not overcombs. Then you corner even right there. And then you notice right there, the top in the middle, I corner, and then I go with the scissors, and I try to, with the scissors, just get those little hair right there, take it off, boom, and those little hair that is standing, chop them up, just that will give the extra look. This is Pump It Up. I like this product because once you add with the blow dryer, you heat it up and you leave it. It gives the style that it needs, and you leave it in place. And that's what I like about this product. It smells good and it works perfectly, and controls the hair. So if you want the hair to be in a certain angle, it will do that. Right here, I'm using the blow dryer. I already blow dry the top and the side. Look at how it looks, really nice. It's looking, it's taking a style. Then in the front, lift it up, right? And then the hairs in the front where you're gonna be doing the box out, I'm gonna show you right now what I do. I get the combs and I put those little hair from the front and push it forward. And now we're gonna be doing the box out, but we're gonna be using the Andes GTX because it's a lot sharper. Even though it's not zero gap, it's still sharp, and one of my favorite machines. So we start from the middle, work from side to side, and just you don't have to push the line up or the shape up all the way back. Just as long that that you have it nice and straight, and with that corner, and this angle I couldn't show you because, like I said, it's difficult to cut hair and try to be the director and record at the same time. It's a little hard, but you see how it looks in that. See from this angle now, you see how it looks. So now we're going to the other side, and we're gonna do the same thing. Just get that nice corner to make the corner, and then the arch, brush it out. Once again, I'm using now the trimmer as to cut those little hairs that stand up in the front, or that I see, so that way those hair don't go in and cover the line up, the shape up. This, what I'm using, is Elegance Shaving Plus Gel. It's a great, very great shaving gel, see-through, and it gives a nice sensation when shaving. It don't leave irritation, and it glides very smooth. So you apply where you see the hairs, you apply where you're gonna be using the razor. You don't do it to everyone, but yeah. Then I'm using the razor. If you notice the razor, I have the blade exposed a little bit more, and people ask me why I have it like that. The reason is, when I see the blade, I have an idea what I'm actually shaving or shaping. Another thing is, when you expose the blades like that, it feels more steady. It feels more firm. So compare when you cannot see the blade, you don't know, and then it feels like it's loose. And trust me, I done it through the years, and the difference is big time. Try it and you will see what I'm saying. So you see how much you see it, you can see what actually you're doing. And it's like a point when you don't have like a pencil or pen, when you don't have the point, you cannot write better. But if you see the point of the pencil, you'll be able to write right. Like you'll be able to write better. You sharp. So that's what it is. With the blade exposed, you could get sharper and crispier shape up. If you see my forearm, I'm peeling, yes, because I was at the July 4th weekend. It was hot, and I forgot to put sunblock on my forearm, and I got burned. But yeah, don't think that I got some skin disease or anything like that. It's just I got sunburn. But yeah, pretty much he wants the sideburns like that, skinny. And people always have something to criticize. It's constructive criticism, which I don't mind, But then there's the other one that they're like, oh, nah, you should do his sideburns, no sideburns. You should clear. You should have done the taper with no sideburns. I cannot do that because he asked me do the taper with sideburns. So if I would have take the taper, I mean, if I would have take his sideburns, then I would not be doing. I would not be doing what he asked me, and that don't make me. Just because I'm a barber, that doesn't mean do it my way. This is not Burger King. Have it your way. It's not. So you gotta, one thing that makes you a great barber, besides cutting hair, is follow instruction. So right now we're doing the mustache. You know, I could have done it with the clippers, but I'm not because look, my clippers, for especially for the area of the lip and the goatee, it doesn't grab. It will, but it doesn't grab how I want it to grab it. Now, mind you, with the blade, I give the style and I grab it right away. So and it makes it quicker. I don't have to go over and over. Notice how I'm just going over the baby face hair around that area, right? And notice how I always grab with the other hand and fingers. I stretch the skin. I cover his lips. And yeah, the other side, we're gonna be doing that other side, as you could tell. And right here, see, we're gonna go nice and little by little. But you see how much better you have a better control than doing it with the machine. With the machine, the hair maybe too thin, and the nose and everything too uncomfortable to pass the trimmer there. So that's, I gotta pass the blade. I have better control, and it's like drawing. You know, you drew exactly how you want it, and it can't. Once it has the shaving gel, it allows you to glide very smooth, and it makes like a little, all the hair that you took out kind of stick up to the shaper, and look at the shape how it's taken. You see that, and it makes it clean, and it shapes. And yeah, right now I'm shaving from up down. Notice, right? And that area in the bottom, I'm shaving down nice and gentle. Notice how my left hand's always stretching the skin. And I notice that I'm not putting too much pressure on the razor when I'm passing the razor. And yes, same thing in the other side. Notice. And you see what I'm saying about the blade being exposed? You are able to see what are you cutting. How you do it is basically, instead of putting it how normally it goes, then the blade will sink and you cannot see it. But what you do instead, you put it, there's two little thingies in the blade. You're gonna put it right on top of it, enough that when you close it, it's gonna expose the blade. And that's how the trick. I know a lot of barbers that do it too. Papito Bless Hand is one of them that has done it in the past. And it works for him, it works for me. I'm sure it will work for you too if you try. Give it a try. Like I said, always shave from top to bottom, and then from bottom to top. You don't want to shave right away up, because some people got sensitive skin and they will get irritation if you do that, if you do it right away like that. But look at how nice and clean the shave is coming. Then you go, the little there, and you do final touch around the lip, in the corner of the lip, there's baby hairs there. Then with the corner of the blade, you go in that section right there. Then you start shaving from bottom to top. See, bottom to top, and always stretch the skin with the other left hand. See, and make sure you got a napkin to wipe it off of the axis. Now we sit them down, and now what we're gonna do is pretty much use the corner of the blade to make the arch, just like how we did with the trimmer. And we're gonna go, see, with the other left hand, I move the ear out of the way, and then tiny by tiny and tap by tap, we pass it real nice and gentle, and we're gonna scrape everything down right there, And remember what I tell you in the back, that with the machine it didn't look like the shape of it was straight or didn't grab. Now watch. So you tilt his head very nice and gentle, and then you start scraping. First you scrape down, from up down, from top to bottom, right? And you keep scraping it, right? Keep arching it and scrape it from top to bottom. Then you go from down up. So you could grab and shape it more. Because if you would have left it the other way, it would have looked like you didn't clean the lineup. And that's what's gonna bring more the shape of the lineup. I call it shape up. Some other people call it line up. My English is not the best. I know. I'm trying. I'm trying to give freely what God has blessed me. So bear with me. I'm not claiming to be perfect or that I'm the best or that my way is the best, but I'm just trying to give a little bit information for those people, those out there that want to become barber or they are barbers and they're always learning some new stuff, some ideas and my way of how to do things. So yeah, over here same thing. Notice how my finger is always covering his ear. See? And I put the ear down, side, every angle. But see, I always cover the ears with my other fingers and whatnot. And make sure you do it little by little. See, again, I'm lifting the ear. Get those around there, the ear. This is my one of my favorite gel of all right now, Elegance Gel. Their product is unbelievable. They have four different. This is how it looks. This one is like see-through with a little jello-ish, and it's very thick. What I like about it is it's thick, but it smells good. But it's it leave it nice and wet and like it's just, if you put it in yourself and you have it in your hand and you put it in your hair or in a client's hair, you will see what I'm trying to say. I recommend it. I sell it. You could also check all the products that I got there. You could go on my website, jeffthemasterbarber.com, and I will have the link there. That's a Z Breeze, an aftershave that I'm gonna put, and I put it with the blow dry, blowing cold air, not hot. Depend if the client want it hot, then I put it hot. But so I won't burn them. It feels refreshing. A lot of clients like it when I do that. That's the favorite part. When I put the alcohol with the blow dryer. Some of them that like it raw with no blow dryer, just hit me with it. No blow dryer. I'm like, okay. But yeah, just clean all the parts that you shave, because just because the shaving gel didn't irritate him or not, then it doesn't mean that he will not feel some type of burn or not. It just is better to pass it, so that way it's all sanitized and well in. This is the before. This is how he show up to the barbershop. Okay, this is how he look. And by the way, thank you, Louis, for coming through and always getting your haircut with me. And this is him after. You see the difference? It may not look like it was a lot, but it's a big difference. And even though the faded and the taper is not a lot, it does. It's a lot of trick and it's a lot of work that you have to put in. Once again, thank you for your time. Please give it a like, share it, subscribe, and yeah, God bless you. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next tutorial. Peace.